Dear investors, Prashanjit Paul here. I am actively investing in the stock market since 2010 and also authored the best-selling book How to Avoid Loss and Earn Consistently in the Stock Market. So in this video, I'll describe everything about rights issue in a very easy language. So you will learn what is rights issue, why companies issue rights, what are the options for an investor, what are the impact for an investor, and finally, should you apply for rights or not, and how to apply with lots of example. So rights issue is a company offer rights to its existing shareholders to subscribe new shares at an discounted price. So for example, let's say for example that a stock price is currently at 100 rupees. Now a company might offer rights. So rights is not an obligation. So you may choose or you may not choose. So if a company current market price is 100 rupees, so the company might say, okay, I am giving you rights to purchase the shares at 80 rupees in the equal proportions. So for example, like if the company announce 1:2 rights, it means for every 2 existing shares you can apply for 1 share at a discounted rate. So this is only applicable for the existing shareholders. It simply means that existing shareholders can get new shares at a discounted rate. And obviously, how the company will determine who are the existing shareholders, because every day lots of shares are changing hands. So this is why the company fix a record date. So record date is a date, particular date on which the company will determine, okay, on that day whoever the investors list will come, whoever the investors those are holding the particular share in the demat, so they are eligible for rights shared. So if you are not clear about this record date, X date and all, I have a separate video on this record date, X date, and which is applicable not only for rights but also for bonus, dividends and all. So I have a completely different video with all this record date, X date with bonus issue. So you'll find the video by clicking here. Now the question is, why a company will offer new shares to the existing shareholders at a lower rate? Simply because a business requires money. If you want to do business, you require money. Now for company, there are multiple ways to get money. First, they can simply borrow. But the problem is, if you borrow money, if a company borrows money, they need to pay interest on it, and they need to pay interest and also requires the full repayment. But if they issue shares, like if you know, like most of you I think already know, if you don't know, so there is a concept called IPO, initial public offering. So through initial public offering, company can issue shares and raise money from the market. Similarly, in the rights issue also, they can issue shares and raise money from the market. So while the company is issuing shares, so in that case, for the similar amount of money, the company requires no interest payment, no full repayment of the principal. The only thing is the ownership structure dilutes. Normally, what we have noticed, that companies those are having higher debt, or the companies requiring huge capital for expansion or for new acquisition, they normally issue rights. Or banks and NBFC companies, non-banking financial companies, often issue rights because, you know, for a bank the money is a raw material, because they lend money to earn interest. So this is why multiple banks also issue rights for the capital requirement. Ultimate point is the business requires money. So once a business already listed in the market, so already they did IPO, after that obviously if they want to raise further money for any expansion or anything, they can go for the rights, or they can also go for FPO. But rights is a much easier and much less compliance activity. So just because the business requires money, the companies require money for expansion or acquisition, they offer their existing shareholders. Okay, so we require money, so I am offering existing shareholders to purchase shares at a price which is normally lower than the market rate. Now, once a company announces rights, there are multiple options. There are basically 3 options for the existing shareholders. The first option is exercise rights. I mean, they can apply for the full eligible quantity. As I mentioned earlier, like rights are issuance ratio. So for example, 1:2. So for every 2 shares holding, you might get 1 rights shares. And the second option is you can do nothing. And if you don't do anything, then what will happen? That rights will lapse. And the third option is the sale rights, which is called renounce. So you can sell rights through brokers or a person who is interested to buy the rights. Now if you if you do nothing, if you just simply go it lapse, so what happened in such case, the persons those who applied for rights, now say for example the company announced rights at 1:2 ratio, so for every 2 shares you are eligible for 1 shares. Now for example you are holding 100 shares, so you are eligible to apply for 50 shares, but although you are eligible to apply for 50 shares, you can apply for 60, 70 or whatever the number you want. So 50 shares you will obviously get, but the remaining amount of shares you might get, because there are a lot of investors who do nothing, because many of them didn't receive the offer letter at all. Many of them don't even aware of the rights issue. So you can obviously, whatever your eligible quantity, you can apply more than your eligible quantity. If there are the extra shares, you can get those rights. And obviously if you can also sell rights, for that you need to contract with your broker. How to apply? You can simply apply through the net banking platform. In most of the banks, those are supporting ASBA. Most of the banks like be it Yes Bank, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, they support this facility. Now remember, for that you don't necessarily to have Demat account with Yes Bank. For example, I have my bank account with Yes Bank, but I have my Demat account with Zerodha. So in that case also I can apply through Yes Bank with my DPID and client ID numbers. Many brokers also support this online rights application. If your broker don't support it online, or if you don't have any net banking platform, even SBI, if you are having an account with SBI, so SBI net banking platform also offers this online application of rights. Remember, it is not necessary to have account to trading and broking Demat account only with SBI. Even without trading account, you can apply through their net banking ASBA platform. If none of this available, then obviously you can apply through offline. You need to fill up a form and you need to send it through post. There are multiple examples of rights issue in the Indian stock market. Like in 2020 itself, the Reliance Industries issued rights. That's one of the largest rights issue, and that's a very good, that's a hit issue. Then apart from Reliance Industries, multiple companies in 2020 like Shoppers Stop, Spencer, PVR. If you note this business, Shoppers Stop, Spencer, or PVR, so all of these business are badly hit by the COVID-19 pandemic and the nationwide lockdown. So as the business operation, the footfall, everything hit, so they require urgent requirement of money. So this is why they came out with the rights issue, and many other companies also came out, many smaller companies. Reliance Industries also, on that time they had wanted to become a net debt free company, so this is why they are raising funds from their existing investors and also global investors. In 2019, you might have noticed that companies like Bharti Airtel, Vodafone Idea, they issued fund through rights issue, because on that time also all these telecom companies had huge amount of debt, but they are struggling to repay that debt. During 2018, Tata Steel, Piramal, they offered rights issue to their existing shareholders. Now one of the most attractive point of rights issue is this rights issue come at a discount with the market price. Now don't get attracted only because of the lower price compared to the current market price, because if fundamentals of the companies remain weak, then ultimately what happens, for example, a company issued right at 80 rupees while the market price is 100 rupees. So if the fundamentals are weak, so ultimately after rights issue, this price can gradually might fall down to 80 or 85 level. Out of all this example, very few companies like Reliance Industries, after the rights, the price moved up. But with all these companies like be it Vodafone Idea, Tata Steel, or even Shoppers, all these companies, their price, because this they have the weak fundamentals, so the price dropped after the rights. So the question is, should you apply for rights? See, you can apply rights only if you had invested earlier for strong fundamental reason purpose. It means just because a company issue rights at much lower than the current market rate, it shouldn't be your only reason to invest on that company. Say for example, if you had already invested in Reliance Industries earlier, looking at the great fundamentals or looking at the great future prospect, in that case, if you are an existing shareholders, obviously you must apply. But if you are not an existing shareholder, suppose you are not holding shares of Vodafone Idea, so and Vodafone Idea and offering rights issue at much discounted level, so just because of this rights announcement, as just because they are offering at low price, there is no reason to apply, because most of the companies, those issue rights, they have a huge debt or multiple times they have poor fundamentals or struggling fundamentals. Now the question obviously comes, how to check the fundamentals of any company? For that, in my website www.prosenjitpaul.com, there's a full detailed course through which you can check the basic fundamental strength of any company within just 5 to 10 minutes using just pre-formatted Excel sheet. Apart from that, in this in the entire series, in the entire video course, I have described all the essential fundamental checks and how you can easily check with live demonstration, with live examples. So you can check out the website, and also most of you have already read the book, How to Avoid Loss and Earn Consistently in the Stock Market. If you didn't, just visit the link you will find on the description box. Since after the publication, the book receives a huge number of positive response. In fact, the book is still now, it is the highest rated book in the stock market written by any Indian author till date. Normally, the rights issue of banks, NBFC companies having low NPA or low non-performing asset is a positive, because I remember a few years back, maybe in 2000, I don't exactly remember the year. So Can Fin Homes issued rights, and on that time I had applied more than my eligible quantity, because on that time Can Fin Homes is also one of my portfolio stock that generated more than 10 times return for me. So on that time, Can Fin Homes had low NPA, and what I thought that, okay, the company was offering rights at discounted, so that's a great proposition, because I had already invested in Can Fin Homes much earlier because of the strong fundamentals. And why this bank and NBFC's rights issue is positive is because, see, banks require money to do business. More the money, more the bank can lend, and more the bank can lend, the bank can earn more interest. Simply because of this reason, and when they apply for rights, they will simply get more money to lend. And if after this lending, the person, those who lend, the banks lend, so if all they repay the amount within time, then they have a big boost on the profit. But in other companies, like in the manufacturing companies or in the steel business, so for example, a company is raising money through rights to fund an acquisition, for an expansion, so there is no guarantee that this expansion or that acquisition will yield a great positive results in the future. That may generate positive result or might generate negative result, any acquisition or anything. But if that is a bank, say for example, tomorrow if quality banks like HDFC, ICICI or Kotak comes in the market to issue rights, then obviously I'll go for it, because these banks are obviously a much better managed bank, and historically they have a low NPA compared to the overall market. So have a look on the banks, NBFCs, those are coming out with rights, and those have a low NPA, because that can be a great positive development. If you have any queries related to the rights issue or any company specific rights issue, make sure to put it in the comment box. I'll personally address your query. Apart from that, make sure to put your comments, like whether you like the video or not, the feedback on the video. If you like the video, make sure to share it with your friends or in social media, Facebook, Twitter, or anywhere. Finally, make sure to subscribe my channel, because in this channel I will come up with regular multiple insightful videos on the stock market that can help you a lot in your equity investing journey. Unless you subscribe and click on the bell icon, you won't get notifications of my upcoming videos. So if you like this video, obviously don't forget to click on the subscribe button for many such insightful videos on the coming days. That's it from my end as of today. Stay tuned with me for another insightful video. Thanks a lot for watching. Happy investing.